The Army. 7 is the Army. Okay, so line 6 in the Army. I'm not sure. I'm in the process of finding alternative names for these that work for astrology better than in divination. That works well because they provide a very clear symbol to apply, but they could be written better for the sequence. It's the idea is really having to be discriminating. The most discriminating togetherness, like we're together. What's happening? It's like being receptive to all the problems, how to fix every little thing. This is the Virgo fussiness. So it's the end of Virgo. So this is reflecting having to fight to keep one's mind positive, not just get caught up in the negative thinking until this is finished. You know, to get out of this. But as you're finishing it, all the negative thinking comes up, all the vulnerabilities come up. Earth above, the abyss below, yielding without and critical within. A little movement can lead to a big collapse. Receptive to criticism and danger. There's much that can be improved. One must work with others to fix the little things. So this solution is still keeping, it's active but keeping busy, but there's a need to not be acting out of anger because it triggers off the wrong direction. There's a need to be working to improve, to completing, and keeping busy so that your mind doesn't get difficult. The image, ears wide open, receptive to danger, ready to act. The odds are against you. Do not underestimate adversity. Take care of small things at the beginning. This is not the time to be critical of others. You are bound together in danger. Don't complain. Strive to make improvements. No room for grand gestures. It's the little things that matter. Okay, she's got the volatile, somewhat abusive ex she's separating from. So this is like, oh my goodness, ears wide open, saying be alert. But it's also saying, don't feed it, don't make it worse. Just try and tone it down and keep busy. Like it's almost saying, be active, but don't get caught in this because it would pull you back in. Judgment. Can one maintain virtue when no one else is? Can one maintain integrity when no one else does? Insecurity within will find no support without. Strength within will find no support without. In such situations, one must hold on to duty. If one is healthy and no one else is, one must face the danger and help. If one is capable and no one else is, one must get involved. To accept inertia will lead to failure and guilt. Strength of character is essential. If one does not hold on to what is right, one will deserve what one gets. So she's set it up on principles. This is her emotions. What's fair, what's true, what she thinks is right. We know Uranus is squaring her Mercury, so what she thinks is going to go through some changes before this is all resolved. And Uranus is hitting the IC, so there's a lot of changes. So her nature is to, Aquarius, Mercury, to get very fixed in judgment. And here it's saying, if you do the wrong thing, you can trigger things off much worse. So you got to be careful not to emotionally just, I got to get him, I got to do this, not get pulled in to make matters worse. How to minimize, mostly keep busy, stay out of the way is what it's saying. You can't stop the Aries rush. This is the Venus in Aries. This is why Venus doesn't rule Aries. It's a little flirtatious and takes on challenges. I want this, I'll take that. Yeah, I can deal with that. And it instigates. It can set up instigations. So she has to be careful. I mean, she probably did it in some way to begin the relationship, but the ending, it's still there. Like there's two forces. One, you give someone energy. The other, you stop. You give the energy satisfied. They begin to accept it. Then you stop and say, hey, how come you're pulling this away? What's wrong with you? And things. Well, so this is the struggles with this. The line it's in is in one line. It's in line 6 of this hexagram for this 2017 to 2021. So the Venus, the emotional evaluation. 6th, 3rd, no, we're going to go down. 5th, 6th, each page is a line, so our degree. So, okay, 6th and the 5th. One does not overstep one's limits. The situation is precarious. One keeps one's ear to the ground and waits for orders. To act independently would be inappropriate and dangerous. Appropriateness. One looks for a solution before acting. One asks for advice. No one is belittled. Do not cast blame. It's enough to stay out of trouble. When close to danger, it would not be wise to draw attention to oneself, nor would it be wise to criticize the weaknesses of others. So that one really says it. It's like, you know, You got the volatile X, almost X. No need to set them up more than is necessary. You try and dissipate it and stay out of the way of it. So okay, that's it's just, this is a place to get some other advice. Then we're back looking at the chart. You see the transit, you see the Saturn going down in the first house, opposing the seventh house of relationship, going down, going to go over the sun to define one's goals, going into the phase of personal growth, which is having to go. Her progressed sun is in the phase of personal growth for her lifetime. So it's aligning with the Saturn. They're both moving in the same direction. I gotta build myself up again. I gotta make myself me. I can't play these roles anymore. That's the set. You can see that clearly. No, but with the sun going into Aries and going to hit the moon, and squaring the Mars, it's triggering off the volatile husband is quite possibly could be there be showing up here and there. It could be their sun for 4 or 5 years before the sun gets past that. Now, likely this could change around. It may just come at points. What happens when the daughter gets married, or if the daughter has a kid, then both of them are going to want to be involved and they're going to end up running across each other. But so it's important to play things out well now so that it doesn't stay complicated over the next 4 or 5 years. We see it. I don't know exactly what it means. I'm not sure. I wouldn't impose it on her to tell her. Well, we're talking about, she knows astrology. She's going to be watching this and going to go over this. But this is something, there's an alert out here. Why she knows the partner. She knows how he reacts. She knows where he's at. She's got a perfect image of it and like it. The divorce is completing things. That's enough. Clear it, finish it, get it clear, and stay out of the way. There's no need for this Aries sun and that moon to, oh yeah, I gotta face it, or yeah, come on at it. Like, there's no need to ask for worse or to go into a fight. The battle's there, it's almost won. It's saying don't slow down, but you gotta be alert. There's still vulnerability to repercussions. Okay, so I think that, yeah, that's the end of it. So this is, everybody's different. Like, we're not trying to preconceive. We're not trying to define something. We're trying to tune in. We've tuned into the natal chart, its patterns. We've looked at the transits going on. We got a sense of the texture of the timings around her. We see the Saturn coming in. We know that Uranus is countering it for a year or two, but long term, Uranus will pass and Saturn has to maintain its establishment as much as possible. And it's possible there could be delays in the payments of solving this. They may take all year before it's solved, but we still see the direction of the Saturn, the progression, and see the direction to advise her and what's strengthening her. Well, she's trying to solve the problems up above the horizon, which she doesn't identify to anymore. Unfortunately, there's someone out there who has a different agenda. So we can see that. We don't know how it's going. Uranus isn't hitting the Mars or things like that. It did that before. It's already gone past. It's gone into Aries, already hit the moon and the Mars. That probably was triggered off and started this whole breakup thing happening. To complete it, can't put up with this. It's probably been some incidents already, but it's just saying, no need to push it further. Like, just get these things done and finish things. But there's an inside message here. This is the Venus. Don't try and be nice. Don't try and fix it. Just keep busy. Get this completed as much as possible. And always in a divorce, when there's a divorce situation, there's a divorce, there's a custody. They said the daughter's grown up, so not a custody issue. There's joint resources. They have agreed who gets what. And usually when it's younger, the child's younger, the husband will trade off the regular payments for the house. The woman gets the house and he doesn't have to make payments, but she gets the house and he lets go of that and goes on. But that's what happens cleanly. There's a puzzle here, but all of it, there's also a frustration and it's volatile. So, yeah, now she's got a strong ego and a confidence. So she's saying, bring it on, or like, there's a part of she's forcing with the sun in Aries, the moon and Mars square the moon in Aries and the sun moving into that. there's a tendency to force things even more, push things first. It's enough to just pushing for the divorce, to complete it, to free herself up. It's going to take a while to get this all clear. It's not a question of bringing someone else in that time period. But there's no need to push it. There's no need to make the other person grovel more than is necessary. It's like, it's more just to just keep busy and keep active and keep out of the way where it falls behind. Not a good idea to have a direct confrontation or direct meaning to meet. Let's just meet alone. Come on over to the house. We'll talk about this. No, 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 no. That's not suggested. Keep it separate. Let lawyers work with it. Let it deal with it and let it follow its course through. And for her, even in the midst of that impatience, she'll be somewhat centered as long as she's studying something, as long as she's working something. So she get back to add the progressions, go over them again. As long as she's studying things and learning things, take on learn another yoga technique or other kind of techniques. As long as she's doing that, she'll be keeping busy in the right way. This is not doing the partner's things. It's doing her own thing and just not have to talk about it. As soon as she tries to explain, her Mercury-Neptune comes up and it gets complicated. That Neptune's in Scorpio, so if she gets vindictive, it gets too obsessive. And it would be too easy to just give the sarcastic comment. Well, you started, well, boy, it would trigger off too fast. No, no, no. This whole puzzle is about not fanning the flames more than they need to be. Just let the operation take care of, let it finish itself and get it over with as fast as you can. The speed and the fastness, the sooner it gets done, the sooner you get completely clear with the less conditions. Okay, so that's, yeah, that's it for today. How are we doing for time? We went a little bit over. Okay, I'm sorry about that. But this is, okay, thanks. Got one more person's chart in the class to do. And then we'll do that next week. And then we start with Donald Trump's and then Young's and Freud's charts. Okay, so see you next week. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.